My name is Dmitry Troshin. I've been tattooing for the last 12 years. I'm sharing some of my experience and some situations and stories from my career here on YouTube in these short videos while driving to my shop almost every day. Today I wanted to talk about something different, but I had to change my mind, and I'm going to talk about cancellations because it just happened to me. It's annoying, it's stressful. I don't like having this talk to my clients about them losing deposits and stuff like this. So I wanted to share some thoughts on how to prevent it, how to add a little bit of safety to your working process, to your tattoo business, because it's a business. We make money like this. We got to pay bills. And some people just think, oh, if they can't come tomorrow, it's fine. We'll just find something else to do. We got a lot of clients anyway, and somebody will take the spot. And they just don't realize how much work it takes to fill the spot. I have to text 10, 15 different clients and see if anybody can take that spot. And because it's just a couple days away, there's a big chance that nobody will be able to come instead of that person, which means I'm losing money. And I understand that things happen in life, and sometimes people have to cancel, sometimes for serious reasons. And I understand that. I try to be as flexible as possible. But if you just forget to put a date in your calendar and then you just tell me casually that I'm not going to make it this Saturday or Friday because I have other plans, well, that's very disrespectful to me. And in this case, I'm going to stick to my cancellation policy. And here's my policy. Anybody who books a tattoo session with me, I send them that policy and they have to read it before committing to the tattoo session and before sending me the deposit. And my cancellation policy says that you can only reschedule your appointment once, and I require a 7 days notice to reschedule the sessions. And if it's less than 7 days, then you are losing your deposit. In my case, the deposit is $1,500, which is less than half of my session. And I should probably raise my deposit as well to be a little bit more secure, because having cancellations like this, if nobody can take the day, is still going to mean that I'm going to lose a lot of money even after using that deposit. But anyway, so my policy says that you got to let me know at least 7 days ahead to reschedule the session. And to continue working together, I'm going to need a new deposit. And sometimes when the cancellation happens, clients are perfectly fine with that and they know what they signed up for. Sometimes they try to argue, sometimes they try to fight me on that, which doesn't really make sense to me because I'm losing money because of your inability to plan ahead, even though all the days we scheduled are in our calendars. I sent you a text with confirmations, with all the dates we booked, and just things like that. So it kind of drives me crazy. It stresses me out every time that happens. And of course, every time I try to fill that spot right away, sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot. And, sometimes I'm kind of fine with that. And I just take another day off and I just work on some other stuff. So there are times when I'm completely fine with the cancellation, and there are times when it really hurts my business because I got bills to pay and sometimes it's very urgent. And when I have certain people in my calendar, I know that this is going to be my income this week and I have enough to pay for this and for that. And I invest money in different ways. So like I said, it's pretty stressful. So why I am sharing all this stuff with you is that because if you are a tattoo artist, whether you are just in the beginning of your career or you've been an artist for many years, I just thought that it might be helpful to share my terms and my view on the cancellations like this and how I try to prevent that and how I secure myself and how to interact with clients about this problem. So first of all, you want to have your terms and conditions be available for everyone at any time. So if anything happens and if you're not happy with the client behavior or anything like that, you can always refer to your terms on your website and just tell them, look, this is what you signed up for, and this is what happens now. And I just want you to know that there is no hate, no arguing, and nothing like that. This is just how it is. I just think it's very important to have these terms outlined on your website or on your socials or anywhere else. I used to send my terms to my clients in every email confirming the appointment. And then I realized that if I change my terms, which doesn't happen more than once a year, but if I change my terms and I book that client 5 years ago, they can still refer to the same policy attached to the email. And maybe my terms and prices and cancellation policies and stuff like this changed a lot over the years. So I feel like it's safer to just have it on the website and just be perfectly transparent with your clients about it. And if I change it, let's say once a year, if I raise my prices, if I do any changes to my terms and conditions, I usually post about it. Make sure you read the terms before you book in. This is my pricing for 2025 or 2026. And I'm just trying to be honest and transparent so that if anybody has any questions, well, here it is. It's not me being an asshole. It's what you signed up for. Let's talk about deposits as well. I believe that your deposit should be somewhere around a half of your sessions price. This way, it gives me a little bit more of that peace of mind when the cancellation happens. I know I'm not losing too much money. And at the same time, when clients are paying you bigger deposits, they are a little bit more conscious about losing those deposits. Usually, not every time, but usually. Sometimes people don't care. Sometimes people don't even read the terms. But at least you have it in the dialogue, and at least you have it out there. Also, one of the changes I did recently to my booking process to make it a little bit easier and more efficient for me and for my clients is that I switched from emails to text messages. Because I've had this issue when people emailed me and asked me some questions, and I usually reply right away within a day, maybe within 2 days if I'm really busy. And sometimes I reply to people and I don't hear back from them in weeks or months, and I follow up on that email, just making sure that they at least read it or got my message. And sometimes it happens that my emails go to their spam folders and they haven't received those at all and they haven't seen it. And sometimes I get follow-up messages from the clients like, I emailed you a couple of weeks ago, but I haven't heard back from you. And I show them the screenshot that I actually replied right away on the same day. And maybe it went into the spam folder, which happens more and more often. So I just wasn't happy with this situation with emails and with how Google treats me, even though I've never sent any spam letters, any promotions, anything like that. So there is really no reason for Gmail to put my messages into spam, because I only use it for talking to my clients and doing appointments and stuff like this. So I just switched to text messages. I put all my clients' phone numbers in my phone, and now I just send a text before the appointment, like a day before, to confirm the session. If they need to change anything, I expect a message from them. And it's way more stable and secure for both of us because messages usually reach the destination. And I haven't had any problems with that so far. I think the only risk is when a client changes their phone number and then I can't reach them, but nothing we can do about that. I just hope that people are responsible enough to notify me about some changes like this. But again, this is just my experience of the booking process and working with clients and interactions with clients on my daily basis. Text messages only. I take deposits through my Square link. It looks official. There is my name on it. There is my business name, my business address on it. I don't take deposits through like credit card numbers or anything like that. It's a secure link to take the payments, and clients must read the cancellation policy and my terms before they do that. So I've had all kind of problems, and the way I do it now is probably the most efficient and transparent way, at least for me. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic, and if you have any ideas on how to make the process of booking clients and handling cancellations more efficiently, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll make sure to read everything and try to reply to everybody. But that is it for today. If you haven't watched my previous video or my other vlogs, make sure to check out this one, or just go to my channel and check out my other videos. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.